we are going to. I'm going to look at this video is to cover what I think is going to be a particularly hard topic, and this topic has to deal with calculating relative frequencies. And so, relative frequency is a fancy way of saying a percentage of something. So when they're asking you to find a relative frequency, it's always the hard part is to figure out what's a percentage. Well, a percentage is a part divided by a whole, right? If you have 100% of something, it means that everything, all parts of it were involved in whatever you're talking about of the whole, right? So 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, 380 out of 380, whatever you decide it is. So for these problems, the most difficult part is figuring out what are they asking, and then what numbers do I have to use? And there's a lot of different numbers here. There's 12 numbers here on this table, and there's this one on top here. So let's see if we can go through this and kind of make sense of it. It says a sample of 387 people is selected. So that's our total number of people in the group. The people are classified according to place of residence. Residence is where you live. So urban, suburban, or rural. Rural is like living in the country. Suburbs is like, for the people here who are using this, like outside of Milwaukee County. And urban is, kind of what we have going on. And then it says they are also classified according to highest educational degree earned. So you could have no college degree, a 2-year degree, which is an associate, a 4-year degree, or an advanced degree, which is like a master's or a PhD. The results are given in the contingency table below. So just don't let the big word contingency freak you out. It's just saying the results are here in the table. So if I read through this, for all the people who are urban, 43 of them don't have a college degree. 16 of them, 16 of them do have a 2-year degree. 21 have a 4-year degree, and 45 had an advanced degree. In the suburbs, 39 of them don't have a college degree. 32 have a 2-year, 37 have a 4-year, and 27 have an advanced. And then for rural, 34 of them don't have a college degree. 16 have a 2-year, 36 have a 4-year, and 41 have an advanced degree. So the question is, what is the relative frequency of people in the sample who do not have a college degree? So what we want to figure out is first of all, what fields should we be looking at, and then what do we got to do with it? So it says, what is the relative frequency of people in the sample? So the sample is this 387. So that's going to be my whole. So whatever I figure out, I'm going to divide it by that. And then it says, so the people we're looking at are the people who don't have a college degree, right? So that only involves this column right here that says no college degree, right? See, I don't know if this shows up no, it doesn't. But anyway, so 43, 39, and 34. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the calculator here, and I'm going to go 43 plus 39 plus 34, and add those up, right? And I get 116. So that is 116 people out of this whole survey that don't have a college degree, and I'm going to divide it by the total number of people in the survey, which is 387. So I'm going to take this number and I'm going to go divided by 387. And we have to round it to 2 decimal places. So that is your hundredths place. So if I look at this number, all right, it means I've got 0.29, all right? And now the next number after this first 9 here is going to tell me, hey, you're going to take this up a notch, or you're going to leave it where it is. So if I look over to the next number, it is 5 or above. It's a 9, right? So that means that this has to get rounded up, right? Well, you don't round up to 10. What you do is you round this up to 0, and then this 2 becomes a 3. So my answer is going to be 0.30. And yes, I could write 0.3, but they even say round your answer to 2 decimal places. So that means you need to show 2 decimal places on this when you do this. Okay, let's do one more problem. All right, this one. So, a sample of 303 students at a university is surveyed. The students are classified according to gender, female or male. They are also classified according to major. So, in other words, what are they studying while they're in college, right? So, biology, business, engineering, mathematics, or computer science. So, this is a very, very tech heavy survey here, with the exception of business. And then it says the results are given in the contingency table below. So these are the results. If we add all of these numbers up, they will add up to 303. So what they want us to find is, of all the students in the sample, what is the relative frequency of female biology majors? All right. So first of all, the biology majors are all right here. So there's 17 and there's 37. So you're going to be tempted just to say, oh, based on what we did last time, let's just add this together and then divide by our whole number, which is 303. But that would be incorrect because they specifically say the relative frequency of female biology majors. So where female and biology intersect, that's the number we're going to use. So we actually don't have any adding to do on this. So I'm just going to use this 17 because that applies to female and to biology. So I'm going to take 17, and then my whole that I'm dividing by is, it says of all the students in the sample, among all the students in the sample. Well, all the students in the sample is 303. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get kind of a smaller number here. We're rounding. All right, so what we're going to get is, it says to do two decimal places. So again, hundredths. So 0.0, and then because the 5 is here, right? It's either going to be 5 or 6. So I look to the next one to tell me what I'm doing. Well, it's above 5. It's a 6. So that tells me I'm going to round it up. So I go 0.06. And we're good. So I hope this helps you out a little bit. Don't overthink these things. You just got to read them carefully, and they're really not too terribly complicated. So I hope this helped, and good luck with everything.